So, Johnny B, is he going to go?
Absolutely. He had a great week. He's been, involved with the plan, and he looks confident. He was running hard. He was making cuts. Kind of starting to develop the second level part of his runs. Which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him, hit the hole, go through it, see the finish, and all that. So I'm excited to get him out there this week.
With this cold weather, how concerned are you about Eddie's injury? And obviously, he's listed as questionable, but do you have to bring in a guy on the practice squad just in case?
We've been ready for that, but has had 2 really good days of kicking this week, and so we've just been talking to him and communicating, and he feels like he's ready to go.
How'd that come up?
Oh, it was on the celebration. It was on the celebration in overtime after the kick, and he just kind of, I don't know if it happened before that or in the moment, he just felt something weird, and so we had to make sure we, did all of our checkups and work up on him and got him to a point where he felt comfortable enough to kick the last 2 days.
Have you ever had celebratory injuries?
Not that I can remember. Not that I can remember.
Dave, back to Jonathan Brooks for a second.
Yeah.
I know you said you have a plan for him and that he won't necessarily be in a pitch count.
Yeah.
How does Miles being out affect his playing time, at least as of now? Or not playing time, his use and his how you're going to use him on Sunday?
We'll just kind of use him a little bit similar in some of those roles. And, the starting point is Chuba, and Chuba will go. But we'll get Brooks out there. Not thinking pitch count. No, he's got to be ready to play a full game. If something did happen and, Chuba broke a shoelace, and he's got to get that fixed for a second, JB will be ready to go.
Was there an injury? Is Tommy Tremble playing?
Tremble will play.
And Thielen?
Thielen will play.
How good to kind of have that even more receivers and tight ends to your disposal? Yeah,
it's great. Guys that we've counted on, and we've been waiting and hoping to get Adam back out there. And so he just opens up some things for us. Third down wise and in the red zone, things that he's kind of done in his past that we can hopefully make come alive.
He has kind of the trust of Bryce too. I would think after last season. Did you see that as you watched film of last year, or even in camp this year?
Yeah, it's great. It's a huge get. It's a huge thing for Bryce. To have somebody that he's got that chemistry with, and hopefully, Adam can help us on Sunday.
Is Coker good?
Yeah, he is. He just had a little bit of a strain, and he just, I don't know won't say the severity of it, but he's a guy that we'd had to take care of today a little bit. We'll get him some good recovery tomorrow, and we expect him to be full go on Sunday.
Did that pop up today?
That was yesterday. Yeah.
Do you feel like you guys are at a point where you're healthy enough where you don't need to make any elevations this weekend?
Well, we still anticipate getting Devin Tompkins up. There's some things that he can do to help us, so he's a part of our game plan. And then defensively, still working through the number of DBs or up front that we're going to have up on Sunday.
To understand, Jonathan, you can't say how much he's going to play, but
yeah.
What type of a load would you consider a good start for him out there? Like 25%, something like that, or anything?
I can't put a percentage on it. It's just a matter of we know that the starting point is with Chuba and our run game, and the different things we do. But just finding a way to get him out there and get him on his feet, get him some live reps, so we'll rotate him in, kind of as the flow of the game goes. He will have a role on third down, but it's just kind of mixed in all the areas.
Just kind of speaking of the run game, too, Kansas City's top 3 run defense.
Yeah.
Do you kind of circle this game as like, hey, we know what our identity wants to be. Let's prove it in a game like this?
Not really. We don't really think that way. It's just a matter of, coming up with a good, solid core of runs that work for their structures, and the fact that they're a really good run team, that we can't think that way to try to take us out of our game plan. We have to be balanced, and we have to continue to approach it that way. So this isn't a statement game in any regard. It's just more for us to just take the next step in the balance and the system that we're trying to run.
The vibes off the bye seem very high. Have you noticed the momentum potentially, or the locker room vibe carrying over from the last 2 wins through the bye week into this week?
That helped for sure. Winning 2 games, in a row really has helped. But I would say that what I saw was a group that was growing more confident in the things that we're asking them to do. Heading into those games, I could feel it in practice. And even a couple of games before that, I could start to feel the level of comfort, the speed of play, the communication, all those things watching those things come alive over the last month, really, and then leading to success is where it really helps to kind of cement it. It's like, guys, the process that you're on, the growth that we're taking in all phases is really critical to get that confidence. And then the wins, it does help, to really just like, pile on top of that. So see, guys, when we do things together and we play and we finish games well, this is what can happen.
Last one.
The Chiefs, like the Cowboys and 49ers, have a national type following. Some of your at least one of your predecessors here, practiced with crowd noise before a home game. Is that something you all looked at this week? Did you do that? And as you prepare for possible Chiefs fans in there Sunday?
We did, but we kind of always have music going. I like it because it just forces us to communicate louder. It forces us to kind of focus in with the distraction of extra noise going on. So it's something that we've done, throughout the weeks, whether we were home or away. And I've heard that from different people. It's like you do have to factor in, the Chiefs coming into town, or, the Cowboys coming into town, and the following that kind of comes with that. So we're aware of it. But again, it's something that we kind of work on, and then when we do play on the road, we will crank it up even further, to try to make it to a point where a lot of nonverbal has to happen.